That wasn't the only thing that Tiger was asked about, of course, Greg, the body, the health, obviously not playing this week, maybe plays the PNC Championship in a couple of weeks, doesn't have to walk the golf course, allows Charlie to hit as many of the shots as he can. Tiger would say, quote, "I'm not tournament sharp yet. I'm not sharp enough to compete against them at this level. When I'm ready to compete and play at this level, then I will," end quote. So again, keeping it close to the vest, saying when I'm ready, I'll play.
Yeah, that's kind of a strange answer, because I don't think there's been a point where Tiger's been sharp since the accident. I don't think there's been a single point where he's been tournament sharp and ready to compete with these guys since the accident. So, I don't really know where he's going with that, other than saying he's not ready to play. But we also didn't really get an answer on what that means. Not being ready, there's a really large area where you can cover from not being ready, right? The day after your surgery, you're not ready to play. Also, the day before you do play, you're not ready to play. So where are we? We didn't really get a great answer on that with Tiger. Is he going to play in the PNC? Like, it would have been a great follow-up question. Hey, I'm not playing this week because I'm not competitively ready to compete with these guys. Well, are you going to play in the PNC? Are you hitting golf balls? Are you practicing? I know you got back in the gym. He did say that. But are these physical therapy exercises? Are you lifting weight to get swole? Where are you in all of this? So I felt like we got a lot of gray area answers from Tiger Woods. He said there's no real target for coming back, although he mentioned next year a few times. So, but they're really, I left the Tiger Woods press conference with a lot more questions than answers, which it's typical. And there's probably nobody better at that than Tiger Woods, telling you something that keeps you on the edge of your seat without telling you anything at all.
Last word on this goes to you, Jason. And we did get a little bit of a concession from Tiger that his ideal once a month cadence for 2024 was optimistic, and he did not seem to be willing to double down on that into 2025.
So two things, Rick. First of all, I think it's a massive catch-22 in that Tiger wants to show up to the major championships and play the biggest events, but of course, when he plays those, he's going to be rusty. So how do you get rid of the rust? You have to play more events before that, but he's not healthy enough to do it. So we go around and around in this endless circle, and he can never be both healthy and have his game in shape to go play these biggest events. I think the second question here is, and look, I don't want to make big headlines. I have to be careful about how I say this, but I wonder if the desire is there for Tiger any longer. And what I mean by that, it's take nothing away from him. He was sitting on that mountaintop for 2 decades in professional golf. He was the best in the world, maybe the best there ever was in this game. For him to come back knowing that his ceiling might only be, say, a top 20 at a major championship, where is it in for him to try to go through all the work, go through everything that he needs to go through to come back and know that his ceiling isn't going to be as high as I can beat Scotty Scheffler, I can beat Xander Schauffele, I can beat Ludwig Oberg. I don't know that he can answer that question right now, and I think that's going to be a big part of this moving forward. If he does think that he can win golf tournaments again, and remember, for years, Tiger has said, the reason I'm in a golf tournament is to win. He doesn't come to show up and finish in 20th place or just as a ceremonial golfer, as he's been asked about in the last couple of years. He goes to win. If he believes that his best isn't good enough to win, I wonder if the desire is going to be there, and I wonder if he continues to keep playing in some of these bigger events.
It's a solid take that I agree with. I think it's a lot of time and energy and work, but if you can ascend the mountaintop, it's worth it. If you can only get back to base camp, might not be as worth it to go through all the hardship. Okay.